you have to read the New Testament between the lines, okay? And you can discover so much there, but what you're going to discover, it's not what's immediately visible there, okay? And what you will discover if you study a lot, and perhaps for many years, you will discover that there was an opposition of several groups, and these groups had different ideas and different points, and these ideas and groups are usually represented by a character, such as Paul, or James, or Jesus. So those characters in themselves are not necessarily what you think, and they're perhaps not even do not even necessarily exist at the same time as you think. So, for example, Paul of the New Testament is actually Marcion or Marcion, and that's a very, very important character because he was a religious reformer who wanted to distance from Judaism, and he cared about numbers, metrics, okay? He wanted Christianity to grow, and that's why he wanted to get rid of circumcision, for example, and some elements of Judaism, right? And he had a lot of support, and there was a more Jewish branch of Christianity that later was suppressed, right? And what we got as the result of all this nonsense and all this mess is a sort of a compromise. So we have a castrated Paul Marcion character in the book of Acts, and even in the altered letters of Marcion, which we call the letters of Paul. So we have sort of a compromise between the anti-Jewish movement and the Jewish movement, and this is what we call the Orthodox Christianity, okay? So this is what happened, and this is quite interesting. And only if you understand this, you will be able to understand the New Testament. There is no way around it. I don't care what kind of a scholar you are and what you believe personally, you will not understand the New Testament unless you understand this struggle between these groups.